I don't really know what I'm doing. So basically, last night I had an idea for a video that seemed a lot smarter in my head at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was thinking about shows like The Legend of Korra and I was thinking about how people talk about how it's like, well, there's a female lead. Isn't it kind of sexist in and of itself to say we have a strong female lead? I mean, saying you have a strong female lead is like saying Batman is a strong Caucasian lead. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I mean, maybe that doesn't make sense, but it just seems sexist to me. Like, oh, she's a strong female lead, so like I can't look up to Korra. Like I can't because I'm a male. I can't look up to Korra at all. Like that doesn't. I don't know. This made more sense at 2 o'clock in the morning. The problem is we don't have racism and then people who are good. We have like racism and then we have racism. You know, on both ends of the spectrum. We have racism where it's like, you know, black people smell bad. And then we have like racism where it's like, black people don't smell bad. In fact, I'm gonna give this black man a job. Like it's like, at some point it just shouldn't matter, you know what I mean? That's in the middle ground there. See, I'm using my camera to show you racism. Again, this all made, at 2 o'clock in the morning, believe me, if you would have, it was perfect. It was well articulated, and it had, I'm pretty sure there was a corresponding PowerPoint somewhere. It made a lot of sense. And it just isn't right now. I don't know, I guess that kind of pisses me off when people are like, well, she's a strong female, and people are like, well, you know, she doesn't fit into this archetype, and, you know, well, you know, she needed the man to save her, and it's like, can't we just have a story? Does it have to be, you know, oh, well, she was a strong female lead, but that's sexist. I'm sorry. But if you're judging a female character, or a male character, or a black character for something they did because they fit into a stereotype, that's racist to say that, you know what I mean? A female character should have every right to be saved by a male character, just as much as a male character has every right to be saved by a female character, as much as they have the right to save a female character. You know what I mean? It's like the story should just be the story, and it shouldn't have to. I'm just pointing out that this video makes no sense. Basically, what I'm saying is that yes, there's sexist people who are like, get in the kitchen, you know, that sort of thing. But then there's people on the other end of the spectrum who are like, I'm a women liberator and you can't tell me what to do because I'm and I'm vagina power. And that's just as annoying to try to talk to about like a movie or something and they'll be like, well, I liked it, but the female lead, you know, she wasn't as strong as I would have hoped. It's like, who gives, it's a story. If you like the story, if you like the character, you know what I mean? My goodness. You know, don't get me wrong, I mean, and that's the thing, is I feel like I'm taking such an extreme side. Don't get me wrong, like there should be good roles for women. I mean, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and things like that. But at the same time, not every role has to be one that's great for women. You know, things have to exist outside of that. I don't see a lot of the far end of the spectrum. I don't see a lot of racism and sexism. I just see it on the other end, where people are like, sexism is so bad, we should kill all men. And you're like, why didn't I don't even, what? Like, or people arguing again over whether or not female leads. It's just, let them just be female lead. Saying they're a female lead is like saying that Batman is a white lead. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's something that he happens to be, and he's the character. You know what I mean? Sometimes. Don't get me wrong. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is a very strong female lead, and then there are leads that are very, you know, not strong towards women, like Bella from Twilight. But at the same time, it's like, don't get me wrong. Twilight sucks, right? And you can hate Twilight for being not good. But if you hate it just because there's a not strong female lead, that's kind of fucking annoying, because it's like, the story doesn't have to exist with a strong female lead. Stories can exist without strong female leads. Not every story with a female lead has to have that female lead be a super strong female lead. You know, it has to exist on both ends of the spectrum. Otherwise, we're creating a sexism towards women only being strong and they're perfect and they're better than men. You know, it's like it's gotta exist in the middle. There's gotta be men who like, for example, I really love Batman. Batman is a man, but it's not about Batman being a man. It's about Batman being a human. You know what I mean? You know, being a man, as in the sense of being a human. That's why, like, when I watch Legend of Korra, I don't see Korra as a woman who is a strong woman. I just see her as a character who happens to be female, who happens to have a vagina. You know what I mean? It's totally superfluous to her character. You know what I mean? It's just one of the traits of her character. Saying Korra is a strong female lead is like saying she's a strong Inuit lead. It's like, yes, she is. She's strong. She's Inuit. Not sure what those have to do, but okay. But that's what this video is about. It makes no sense. If that video makes sense to you, good luck, because, I have to be at work in an hour, and I'm hungry, so I think I'm going to go to Dairy Queen, and I only have a $100 bill, but I think I'll just spend it at Dairy Queen, because, like, I don't give a shit. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye. Turn it off.